Good day, YouTube. This is Maurice over at Nulu Tool. Today I'm doing a bit of a repair video concerning my washing machine here. It's an LG. The model number for it is WT7300CV. It's a little over 4 years old. I bought actually the washer and the dryer right when I moved into this house just over 4 years ago. So we've gotten pretty good use out of it over the 4 years, but we noticed a few weeks back that our clothes were not coming very clean. I'd been doing a lot of work outside, doing pavers, some woodworking and things like that. And I noticed like there was, fragments of sawdust and things like that still kind of embedded into some of the clothing. And so we decided to kind of, look into it a little bit more in depth to figure out what could be the issue, and we stumbled across a different YouTube video where basically the agitator plate, it's a common occurrence with these washing machines where the gears that control the agitator plate will actually wear down over time. If you watched the Moen faucet repair video that I did a few months back, referenced in that video how we have extremely hard water here in Kentucky. This is likely one of the root issues of this is the hard water that we have causing corrosion on the gears and causing them to just basically decay or degrade down to literally nothing. So we watched the video, figured out what part we needed, found it on Amazon for, I want to say, just over 50 bucks. You can go to LG and pick the part up for 160 bucks, but I figured I'll probably need to replace this again sometime in the, not so near future, but sometime down the road. So I didn't want to pay 160 bucks for a part that, it's basically a little bit more than 10% of what the washer itself cost. So I went ahead and went with the $50 part. So we're going to throw it on today. I'll show you how to do it and show you what the symptoms are, and then, what the steps are to rectify it. So let's get into it. All right, so the first bit of evidence that you'll kind of come across to realize that this plate is not working properly is if you reach into it and you spin it, and it looks like one of those spree wells from back in the day. It's not supposed to look like that. And hopefully you never thought those spree wells were cool because they were kind of trash. But anyways, totally different subject. But first thing you'll do, grab a screwdriver. Just something with a pretty with the flathead, but make sure it's a pretty thin flathead, and you'll just get down in here and kind of work around underneath the cap. You'll want to spin it every so often and not just pry it from one side, because if you pry it from just one side, you will likely break parts in the cap. And you definitely don't want to stick it into these holes here and try to pry it that way, because it will definitely break something. Get it pried out there, and there's that part. Really simple. The next thing is you will need a 10mm socket. Hopefully you can find one, because I know that these somehow get eaten up by the tool monster. Get you your low impact gun, and I like to set it on 1 just because this is not a super tough removal. There's that. And it should lift right out. So here's what the gear housing on the bad piece looks like. If you can kind of tell, there are literally no teeth down in there. There is a little bit of, you can see a little bit of evidence where the teeth were, but they are completely worn down. So you'll want to take this little washer here, keep this part, and it'll go on to the new piece. So again, old piece. For comparison's sake, there's our new piece. So good teeth intact there. Looks pretty solid, a little cleaner. So. So drop our washer down there. And the new piece did come with a new bolt, so I'll go ahead and install the new bolt instead of the old bolt. Get my impact gun back out here, and what I'm going to do now is, because this is all plastic housing, I'm going to drop the torque down to where it just basically screws it on there. All right, so now we'll got our cap back, and we'll line up these. There's 3 of these prongs. I did break one getting it off, but I've still got the 2, so I'll make sure that the 2 prongs are lined up with the holes here, here, and here. And just kind of push it down there, make sure it's secured. And now, if I try to spin, the entire drum spins like it's supposed to. So there you have it. All right, so thanks for taking the time to watch the video today. If you found any useful information in this video, please don't hesitate to leave a comment down below, like the video, share the video, and if you really loved it, please consider subscribing to the channel. You know, we'll follow up and do more of these videos on repairs. I know we mostly talk about tools, but you know, I think it's best to actually have the tools and some applications from time to time to, you know, really be able to demonstrate them. I did leave a link to the agitator plate over at Amazon. It's down in the description below. So if you find yourself needing it, apparently those agitator plates are kind of a pretty common part for pretty much any type of LG washing machine that looks anywhere similar to this. I think there are also a number of other brands that also use the exact same agitator plate. I know Kenmore was one of the ones that I saw come up pretty frequently and regularly on Amazon. So yeah, go over there and check it out if you need this agitator plate. And if something happens sooner than later, I'll follow up and let you know, hey, maybe don't go buy it. But as of right now, you saw how quickly I was able to rectify that issue. So I would definitely recommend going over and checking the product out. Thanks, and we'll catch you on the next one.